All right, this is the latest purchase. It's a 1981 Suzuki FA50 moped or noped, because there's actually no pedals, these are just fake. Basically, it's got a 50cc engine, and we're gonna see if we can make it run. This moped has been sitting for about the last 25 years. The cool thing is, it actually does have signal lights. It's got all the controls here, and then you've got your on-off switch there. It does have a speedometer and a little beam light there. It's overall in pretty good shape. It's got the fenders still intact. One thing is, that light is cracked, but I'm not too bothered by that. It is pretty cool. It's got a monoshock here, and basically everything's still intact, which is nice. It was stored indoors, and I've checked out a lot of them that have been stuck outside, and they're in a lot worse shape. So what I've noticed on it, it's got flat tires. Front brake works, rear brake does not work. This one is also a flat tire. Seat, seen better days, it's all right. Oil, that's empty. Fuel, that's empty, which means it's good, because when it was sitting, this probably doesn't have a bunch of gunk in it. Now down here's the main problem. It's been leaking somewhere, I think right here or right here in the cylinder head. Gonna have to address that. One other final thing, this does not push over. So the engine is some sort of seized at this point, and hopefully we're gonna work through that today and fix it. So first off here, I just removed these foot pedals. That kind of reveals the cylinder head. So next thing I'm gonna do, I already unplugged the wire here. We're gonna remove the spark plug, and then also check out, you can see it's leaking. So somewhere from this exhaust pipe right around this area, we're gonna have to take a look into that and see what's the cause. There you go, there's a problem. Wow, we'll have to sort that out. Well, we should be able to remove this. There you go. More dripping. And there is the top of the cylinder head, which means that is the cylinder right there. And by the looks of it, maybe someone's put some oil in here before because they knew this was stuck and they wanted to free it up. So do some more digging. Okay, so we got the exhaust still attached down here, so take that off. There we go, so more oil on that. And then see, I don't know, maybe it's frozen onto the piston there. Oh, it moved. Look at that, I made it move. Look at that, it's moving, nice. I don't know what that needed, but it's moving, that's good. That's so exciting. That means it'll probably run now. So I don't know what would have been before. Maybe there was so much oil in here that was hydrolocked or something. That oil wouldn't allow any more compression, but that piston is moving real nice and smooth. So based on that, I think what I'll do is I'll throw this back on, torque it to my knowledgeable torque specs, and then this actually, the fuel shutoff is stuck, but I'm going to take apart that and also the carburetor. Should clean it up, and I'll just take it for a spin tonight. Okay, so we're taking it apart and it looks pretty good. So I think what we're going to do is just inspect the cylinder walls a little bit. They seem to be fine. There's no scoring in them. So this bike has 3,700 kilometers on it. It's pretty far for a little engine like this, but yeah, that's moving smoothly. So I think I'll just clean this up, just wipe it down, brake clean, then bolt it back on, and it should be ready to ride. So I got this all cleaned up, also wiped down some of this stuff. So I think now we're just gonna throw it back together here. All right, that's all back together. Toss this spark plug in. I think it's still looking all right. So we'll go with it. Now that that's all together, I'm gonna give it another whirl. There we go. Yeah, it's got good compression. That's nice. So I think definitely that oil was just the problem. All right, we got the bike spun around now. Gonna take out the carb. This was the airbox, so loosen the bolt that was there, and then the clamp here. That's out. We're gonna remove this, and there's your throttle linkage. There's a choke somewhere, and then a few more gas lines. We'll pull this out and then start cleaning it.
Oh, sorry.
We have finished putting the carburetor back together. It was just a basic carb clean. Everything was pretty good. So now we're just gonna have to reinstall it now. This gasket isn't the best condition, but we'll make do with it. Make sure the slides and the needles are in good shape, not bent, and also make sure they didn't get any gunk from sitting there, but I think we should be able to put it together. And then the next thing is actually over here. This is the fuel shut off, so it kind of mounts on the bike like that, and the little white piece inside is not functioning, so seized right now, but put some oil in it to hopefully, you know, kind of loosen it up, and see if that comes apart now. So when we originally got this, here's the little turn knob, and it was stuck in there. Nothing was moving. I couldn't move this at all. So what we did, took it apart, and then tried to, first of all, we loosened the screw, was able to pull out this piece, put some oil in here, and then also took off the gasket and put a little oil in that hole down there. And now you put the screwdriver in, and it twists freely. So that's sweet. We'll reinstall it and put it on the bike. All right, everything's back together here. We've got the carburetor reinstalled. I checked this, and this is the freed up fuel shut-off switch. Pretty cool. It gives you the instructions right there. And this is what we originally fixed, but I'm thinking now when I push this, it's tight again. So there's possibly a leaking from the chain case into here, and then the cylinder head is filling with oil. So we're gonna diagnose that now, but also fill that with oil. Gonna add some gas, and hopefully it'll just run. All right, we pulled the spark plug out again, and it leaked a bunch in this tray. So there might be a problem with the seal. What we're gonna do here, this is the little oil level checker screw. So I'm gonna loosen this off and basically see where the oil level is. Maybe it's too high. Where's the oil? Is that different colored oil?
Mm-hmm.
So where's this red oil coming from? Storage?
Well, I would say it might be a storage oil, because that's totally different oil.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well,
that looks like a good level too.
Yeah.
Interesting, interesting. Well, maybe we'll just, if this is still gonna kick over fine, I think we might just try it then, and possibly we'll just burn off whatever oil's stuck in there. So right now we're just cycling it over to see if there's any more oil gonna leak out. And where's my flashlight? There you go. You can see the piston going in and out. But there's no more oil, so I think we'll put her on the ground and just take her for a rip. One final thing, we're gonna check the spark plug to see if it has sparks. So that's the coil there, and then runs right through there, and get some lightning bolts right in there. So well, I can see it sparking, so right, we're gonna give it a go. This is a choke lever right here, and I didn't even check if it works, but we're gonna just kick it over forward.
Should we open that drain screw in the carburetor and make sure it's got the fuel bolts in it?
Not yet. Oh,
That was a kick.
it's pumping. I heard it. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it. Does it matter if there's a puddle of oil behind it?
Well, that's coming out the exhaust. The sun's working in there. Oh man. I think someone just put it in storage and they filled everything with oil.
Oh.
Just take it off the stand. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And try and drain all this oil out of the exhaust system.
Is that about the right angle?
Yeah, that's good. So that would have, all of that stuff in the exhaust system would have been coming through this pipe, and then it would have been leaking into the cylinder and then out of here. So hopefully this should make everything perfect and run just like it should. All right, looks pretty good now. Nice! All right, we're trying to make this thing idle right now. He's in there with the screwdriver, messing around with that screw. We're gonna have to clean up a lot of oil here. Do a wheelie! Oh yeah! I don't think the brakes work. Oh, the front does. Only the front one. Oh yeah. So, have fun! There it goes! Off into the darkness. Pretty sketch like most other things we do.